Hey, sports fans, this is Jeff. Let's see. This is another teaser. If you like Rise of the Defiler and you want to hear more of it, check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/shatteredworldsrpg. You can sign up for a free membership. So with our current slate of players, I think we all joined like maybe late in the Return of the Defiler series, but you can start anywhere. We also have other stuff there. Let's see. We've got our Lucid City side hangs. We've got a Doctor Who thing. We've got all kinds of stuff over there. So check us out. And yeah, tell your friends. Let's make this shit happen. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves and enjoy the show.
I have an idea of where I want the story arc to go, but I don't know that you're gonna like it. So
No,
That's a great, like, what do you call it? Like a teaser?
uh-huh.
We should put that at the start of this episode, just directed towards the listener. Like, you're not going to like it.
You know that the coffee mug Jesse bought me this last Christmas that said the tears of my players on it. That's kind of how
I look forward to it.
Oh man, it's going to be great.
That's just the title of the episode. You're not going to like it.
You're not gonna like it.
This is bold marketing, but I'm into it.
it's truth in advertising.
How dare you? All right. Welcome back to Shattered Worlds RPG. I'm your lore master, Jeff, and with me tonight, Sako.
Hello.
Ash.
Howdy.
Kristy.
Hello.
And Katarina.
Hello.
All right, the gang's all here. We've been getting up to some silliness. We've been promised a terrible episode.
Yay.
For you. Great for me. Terrible for you.
Bring it.
We're going to get put through the proverbial wood chipper.
Sadness abounds.
I'm attached
I feel like
to Chester.
Oh, I'm not gonna. I don't know. I don't know about the TPK.
I mean,
thing.
my dice just put me through the wood chipper on the daily, so you know it's like just another day, just another Wednesday where I roll crap. Projecting here probably should be less sad. I will win.
Do you use a bot or do you use the?
I have real dicey I can go get, but I have used a bot, but it doesn't matter because generally real dice hate me faster. For a while, the digital dice loved me. And now they know who I really am. And they're like, fuck you, bitch. No. We now know you've been cursed. It took a while, but we found out.
These are some hostile-ass dice.
They are. They've been hostile since I started playing Risk at age, 8. They're just like, no. You will lose Kamchatka. You thought you could keep Australia, did you? Well, New Zealand has something to say about that.
Isn't it wild how one of our most popular games is basically just colonialism? And like the biggest Napoleon wins?
It's like Monopoly for world domination.
Yeah, to like capitalism and
imperialism.
Imperialism. Those are big games.
Yes, Americans, we love our war. Ah!
Ash, why don't you tell us
swiftly
on? Why don't you tell us what happened last Looks at Watch week?
It's last weeks. Let's see. Y'all met with all right, rewind that back. Cut that in post. So currently you're in Cordsland, which is one of the barrier kingdoms that keeps the bad guys out. The kingdom itself is being drawn into one of the dread nightmare realms, a pocket dimension within the Shadowfell. The entire country is, and you've got about 2 weeks to stop it. The Lord of Cordsland, their leader, Lord Invictus Revan, has become a vampire. He's in league with another vampire and a necromancer and some like 10,000-year-old uber powerful lich, and they're up to they're behind the whole mess. So you met some heroes and even some bandits and villains that have all banded together to form an underground called the Fist and the Star, and they want to stop this from happening. So you've joined them, you came up with a plan to send several squads of people to sneak in, find out how this is happening. Is there an artifact? Is there a spell they could disrupt? And you decided you wanted to try to travel through the Feywild to get inside the castle. And I think that's where we left off.
Yeah.
Sounds right to me.
So you want to skip to us in the Feywild?
We can do that. Well, part of the thing is you approach I don't know, druid, wizard, I forget who can plane shift wizards, and he says, well, because the Cordsland is being drawn into a pocket dimension, is currently in this liminal state between planes, he can't guarantee that you will end up in the Feywild or end up coming out where you want to. But if this is really the plan you want, then yeah, we'll open up that planal portal and planar portal and
I think
say
it's
that 5
planal.
times fast. Say that 5 times fast.
Planal portal. Open the planal portal!
Nebos Epin, which is open sesame backwards.
Okay, so yeah, he chants a spell, ignoring the peanut gallery content from Laurel, and yeah, it's unlike past times when you've plane shifted, you can't really, the portal's kind of cloudy and foggy. You can't really see the other side.
Matthias will poke it.
Right before Matthias pokes it, Styx holds up his finger and he says, "One good thing about this plan is there's a chance we might get lost in another plane and not have to go to that city."
Unless we end up 2D. That could be very detrimental. I'd rather not end up 2D. I heard it happened to one of my friends. They were trying to get to the land of rhyme and reason, and it just really screwed with them in one of these little adventure side quests. Ahem.
What's
I believe
2D?
there's-
Is that like when you get sick to your stomach?
I think that's duty.
Oh.
I didn't realize we'd get categorical today.
Categorically scatagorical.
Categorical, we will go on a quest that is metaphorical.
Hey, will
Do
this
our primal
definitely send us all to the same place?
That's a good point. Maybe we should tie ourselves to one another in case there's a sucking or a whooshing.
What if it like puts the thing that we used to tie us together with like inside of us?
I don't like that idea.
I feel like we need an anchor point. Can we anchor ourselves like one would a ship
Or
to this
me.
dimension? Who are you?
Chester's a good anchor.
That's
Chester.
true.
That's good too, because if we all get sucked off into nowhere and Chester's just standing here holding the rope, at least he's from a nearby kingdom, so that he might. Whereas we're just random people from around the country. You know what I mean?
Well, not entirely random. We are quite famed, but I don't want to toot our own horn too loudly, as teaching says. But moving on.
So yeah, is it definitely gonna send us all to the same place, Mr. Wizard Man?
Magic is unpredictable, right?
Yes, and this
Sorry,
is
shut up,
Uncharted.
Katarina. Moving on. Laurel, go away. What is with your personality today? Ah!
Laura, why don't you explain it?
Laurel suddenly becomes tongue-tied, has no idea what she's supposed to do, and then flops down on the ground. This is steep. Oh!
This is all uncharted territory. I have no idea what will happen once you step through the portal.
Oh, cool. We could end up in the banana zone.
Okay, I will hand the rope to Chester, and then we'll just hold the rope instead of wrapping
none of us
it
know
around
string
ourselves.
theory. Hopefully that'll mean that this works better.
Because worst comes to
What
worst,
if
we
I
lose
get
our
an Indian?
hands, but not our intestines.
Oh, great. Matthias will hold it with one hand.
That's a good idea. I'll hold it with one hand, too.
Laurel puts on some gloves in case there's rope burn.
Smart.
Why not?
Yeah, that's what Chester's worried about is rope, Indian burn.
Doesn't he have some gloves for when he's sword fighting?
What? No, he doesn't fight with swords. He fights with hammers.
Does he have to wrap his hands though? A little bit, something.
He's got calluses for that.
He's a manly man with calluses.
He's not one of those fancy boy glove hammerers. He likes to feel the wood in his grip.
Someone tried to offer him greaves. And he's like, "Get out of here with your fancy metal gloves."
Give me the boot.
Not greaves, whatever.
Gauntlet.
Yeah. Okay.
No gauntlets around here.
All right, Chester's gonna raw gauntlet it, and we'll.
Oh God! It's a raw gaw.
What's our marching order?
Matthias will go first.
Okay.
I'd say we do it to the count of 4.
So Matthias, Sobek, Laurel, and me. How's that sound?
Okay. With Chester being the last one through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This would be interesting.
I'll make some magic stones.
Okay. Matthias, you boldly, nervously, however, decide to step into the portal, and you find yourself, not surprisingly, in the ethereal plane, which is the plane between the prime plane, the material plane, and the Feywild.
Mhm.
And so you're kind of floating around, and you're being starting to get pulled toward what you assume is the Feywild when that black mist, that black fog that has been surrounding Cordsland, suddenly looms in front of you very quickly. And you hit it, and for a second you get a vision of this looming, desiccated face. Its eyes are sunken in and lidless. The nose has decayed away. All the cartilage is gone, and the mouth is like this sort of rictus grin. The skin, what little skin is left, is a leathery and wrinkled, and it like laughs this awful laugh, and you find yourself tumbling across some stone, and then we'll skip like a stone floor. And then we'll go ahead. Who's next? Sobek has an experience, and then who's after that?
Oh, so it's not like he has enough time to be like, fuck it, I don't want to go in now that our friend vanished. It's not like that. It's like everything seems normal as you go through.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like Sobek's like, okay, well, I will go. And then once Sobek steps through the portal, who's after that?
Laurel
Laurel.
who's in the bathroom. Yeah.
Oh, so I'll go next.
Okay.
Yeah, what do I see?
So Styx, you have a similar experience with the you're in the ethereal plane for a while. You see Sobek's back for a moment. Right before he disappears from view, you hit that black wall of fog. Have a similar where you see the desiccated undead face, and then
do I have a chance to be like, what's your fucking problem?
You can't, but this
instantaneous?
It's kind of all happens really quickly, and you're floating in the ether. So you're just like, you're holding onto the rope for dear life, and you're like, what happened to Sobek? And this all just happens really quickly, and then you find yourself you plop down on your butt in the middle of a huge chamber with like a parquet floor or a marble floor, and then we'll cut to Katarina.
We played right into their hands, folks.
Laurel.
No, I wanted to play into their feet. Why?
Laurel, you step through the portal. With you step in the portal, find yourself in the ethereal plane as kind of this gray shifting. You've been here before, sort of.
So do I start
place
doing
of
a like
nothingness.
very fun weird dance? Because like I feel like that's what she'd do.
Probably, but you're
Do I have
holding on.
time?
You're holding on to the rope, and you're holding on to the rope,
Okay.
and you're being drawn magically toward the Feywild.
Okay.
And you hit this wall of black fog suddenly, and you can see Styx in front of you, and then Styx vanishes through this black fog, and then you're pulled along into it as well, and you see this sort of desiccated, gruesome undead visage appear before you.
I start saying whatever the elven version of the rosary is,
and it laughs at you, and then you find yourself stumbling across lawn with, you can see stone walls rising up around you. You're like in the courtyard or maybe training field in some kind of keeper castle.
Gotcha.
Chester, you're the last one left standing, and you feel yourself being drawn into the portal. The rope is pulling. Everyone else is gone.
Yeah!
I dropped the rope.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, so you drop the rope. It goes whoosh into the, snappity snap into the portal. The portal snaps shut, and you're standing there with this wizard and all of these other guys. They're like, well, guess you want to join one of our scouting parties?
It's either that or make your own dimension door trip.
Actually, if you were going to teleport into the castle, I think it makes more sense if like the other forces that were going to scout ahead left before you. So maybe this wizard opened a portal, I don't know, maybe a mile or so away from the castle. So you could potentially go to the castle, but everyone else is there all doing their missions and stuff already.
Okay. And the portal closed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then to the place that is a mile from here.
Okay. So you start marching toward the castle Thunder's Point. I don't remember what I called it. And yes, you start hiking there, or maybe you ride a horse. You borrow a horse. You're riding a horse there.
Yeah, I shall ride a horse.
You're just
If
gonna.
it can carry me.
It's a stout war horse, Dodie.
Excellent.
I kind of just picturing Chester going, you know what? Frontal assault.
Just ride into Mordor.
Right up to the front gates.
Could you pick up flunkies on
One
your way?
does
We
not
could use a few.
Ride to Mordor.
Actually, that's a good point. Do I currently still have contact with my brethren?
The
other soldiers.
So are you talking about the Star and the Fist rebels?
Yeah.
So they're not just soldiers. There's bandits and clerics and holy knights and stuff. So there's
like an army.
It's a small army of freedom fighters. So the rangers and thieves and stuff, rogues, all went ahead to scout into the castle to see if they could figure out what is causing, there's an artifact or a spell that is causing the country to shift into the dread domain or what. And then, there's this army standing by to attack depending on what kind of information you bring back to them. Does that make sense?
So if Chester was to come, he probably shouldn't have a big force, or else they'll be overtaken by vamps, right? It's like kind of a stealth mission.
Right now it is, right? Because that was my understanding. Is you guys wanted to go in and figure out what's causing Cordsland to plane shift and try to find a way to stop that, rather than attacking all these powerful undead and necromancers and stuff head on. You have some powerful guys.
Maybe meet up with a shady character from the castle and get snuck in or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Snuck.
There's a group with Ambrosius, the gnome cleric, who are Ambrosius Widdershins, and they're sneaking in through a culvert that runs underneath the castle walls, and so they're going to sneak in. Another group is going to attempt to they have a powerful druid, and they are rolling with
the homies.
With Mordra Hammerhand, the former senator, and the druid is gonna summon a storm, and they're gonna fly in to the roof of the castle with the cover of the storm to sneak in through the top. So you guys are going to plane shift right into the main bit of the castle, and then it will want belly up. So that was the plan.
He dropped the roses.
So he could meet up with either the culvert crew or the stormflight crew.
Possibly. They've already started moving in a while ago because you're teleporting instantly, right? So they don't want you to teleport instantly and then have to wait an hour for these guys to do their thing, right? So they've already started a while ago. Yeah.
Great. To the second location. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you hop on a horse and start riding toward the castle. You figure you make it up as you go along. And
Okay, sorry.
All right, so I'll try to. I don't like breaking up the party because everyone who's not in the group just has to stand around and wait for me to come back around to them. So I'll try
I know.
to keep
I'm
this
so
quick.
sorry. As a
No,
as a fellow
everyone,
GM, I'm so sorry.
everyone's split up. So
I mean, that
Oh,
was
okay.
literally the plan, right? Is like at least someone will be able to coordinate.
so
Ooh, do
Matthias,
we all get flung to the different corners? This is fun. Okay, sorry.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
so
Shut up, Laurel.
Matthias, you find yourself in you find yourself rolling across the floor. It's flagstones or stone walls around you. You see a large canopy bed, and this woman, as you roll in, you're like, ow, ow, ow. And this woman sits bolt upright, and it's the dread necromancer Malphasia in her nightgown.
What the fuck?
You should seduce her.
So, listener, you're not gonna like this one. All right, Matthias, start seducing, because otherwise you're dead.
And she grabs her knife and she goes, "You look familiar."
Probably. This probably looks familiar too. He's gonna scramble to his feet and try and grapple her.
Okay. So you go running across the room and leap at her as she's reaching for the dagger on her nightstand, which you're like midair, and it's one of those things where like time starts to slow down, and you look and you see the dagger. The hilt of the dagger is a crow or a raven's head that has a snake-like body that wraps around the hilt. It's really fancy, and you recognize this knife, and you want it really badly, and we're gonna pause there and head over to Styx. Styx, you're in this hall. You plop down onto this marble floor, this giant hall. There's a stone dais at the other end.
Deus.
Yes, rock me Amadeus.
God, you got there. I was gonna do that.
So there's a stone dais with a throne on top, and there's this like well muscled guy in finery, and he's dark skin, he's bald, his face and head are covered in tattoos, and he wears like a what do you call it, just a simple gold band around his head like a crown, and he's sitting in his throne, diadem, and he's sitting in his throne, and he's just glowering at you, and he says, "Welcome to Thunder's Hall. I am Lord Revan. Who might you be?"
Ah, wonderful. Excellent. And I kind of straighten up and clutch my staff, and I say, my name is Trumbleton Gordrop III. I am a member of the Viridian Order, and we've been sent to look into this whole fog circle taking over the country thing. And I was told you were the guy to talk to, so ta-da!
Well,
Your Excellency, or whatever.
he stands up, and there's this palpable sort of about him, this sort of powerful evil, I guess you could say, that coming off this sort of negative like ick. And he stands and he sort of floats through the air towards you. And he goes, well, let's talk up close and personal.
It's not that kind of visit.
And we'll switch over to Laurel.
That's what you think, but little did he know. Bum, 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 bum.
Laurel, you're in this sort of grassy field surrounded by these tall stone walls and towers and, parapets and battlements and whatever. And
Suddenly a very hot Scottish person comes along, right?
Right, as they do. Only he looks pale and has fangs, and there's more than one.
Oh, terrifying. Oh, great.
There
So this
are,
is not going to end the way I thought it would. Oh, damn.
there are dozens. And
I'm sorry to interrupt.
What?
Did we long rest at any point, or are we
yes,
just going?
Okay. You long rested. You were, with the star in the fist chilling for a day or two.
Carry on.
Sorry.
I mean, if he was gonna give it to, or I'm sorry, if they were gonna give it to us, they at least have to let us rest, which is only fair. Go on.
They all draw their weapons and charge at you.
I fly up immediately,
Straight
as
up.
high up as I can, just straight
Awesome.
up.
You strum your guitar.
And
Up
I
you go.
sing up, and then I may or may not be blowing them a raspberry once I get out to safety.
They run back. They don't even say anything. They're just like, and one of them says the captain wanted her alive, and so but they all run and grab spears and bows and stuff off the weapons racks. And
oh no, they think I'm a windy bird.
while you're up there, now you've noticed that the storm, this is like torrential rain and thunder and this huge low black cloud. You could fly up into it if you wanted to. But yeah, there's like lightning striking the castle and where they have the lightning rods. But the storm is like right on top of you. Wind is lashing your hair everywhere.
Well, I'm gonna try to take it for all it's worth. I don't know. I'll fly into it and hope they cannot see me to kill me, and then sing myself warm. I'm quite cold, but I will sing some heat into my veins. I am but a calm in the storm.
All right, Matthias, you're leaping in mid-leap and make an initiative roll.
No, it doesn't totally suck. 15.
15. Okay. You were tied. What's your dexterity bonus?
Bonus is 3.
Damn it. What's your dexterity?
16.
Oh, you got them going at the same time. It's so crazy. Okay. Why don't we just roll that again?
That is, wait, it's +3, so that's 19.
19. Okay, so you go first.
Yay. So it's just a grapple check?
Yeah.
Okay. That's just like contested strength?
Yes.
Thank goodness I took those gauntlets.
You've gauntlets of ogre power?
Yeah.
Fresh. Well, she's a scrawny little thing, so
yeah, I'm counting on that. That's an 18.
yes. Okay. So you land on top of her, I don't know, grab her wrists and pin them behind her head, and your eyeball on that dagger.
It's like trying to like hit like the hand that's got the dagger like against the headboard or something.
Well,
So
she didn't even get a chance
it.
to grab it. It was on her
okay.
nightstand, and you like jumped on
Gotcha.
top of her. So,
Gotcha, okay.
let's see. What can she do? Does she have any spells that are just verbal? Doop. Finger of Death is not one of them.
That's good.
She mutters a dimension door spell and like falls through the bed and appears 5 feet off to your left and leaps for the dagger.
Can he get to it first?
Well, that'll be the next turn, so you'll grab it. And let's see, I gotta mark that spell. That's cast. And let's see. Oh, that's weird. Sorry, D&D Beyond's being weird.
That's all right.
I hit cast and all of the spells were cast. So,
no!
It's not helpful. All right, let's skip back over to. I'm trying to keep this quick, so
Gotcha.
nobody gets.
I think you're going exciting. Matthias, Styx, Laurel.
Laurel, yes. So Styx is this vampire lord is flying towards you. With
Do I
fangs
still
bared.
have at least 5 feet between him and me?
Yes.
So I go boom with my staff on the ground and I cast Wall of Thorns around him.
Nice.
So it's like a 20-foot diameter circle around him. And it's 5 feet thick. Since he's coming into it, or I'm casting it like around him basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little unclear as to whether he pops back out on his side of it, or if he's considered inside of it and so doesn't have to spend as much movement to get out of it. Anyway, he has to make a dex save of 15.
Okay.
I believe. Let me double check. And let's see. It doesn't say. So I'm assuming maybe then it's my spell DC, which is 15. Yeah.
Okay. He fails.
Cool. So he'll take 7d8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Here we go. How'd I do? 41.
Wow. That's a lot of damage.
And then I will break off to the left and like run around the thing to the back of it.
Okay.
And as I run, are there any exits? Are there any creatures? Any hiding spots?
Okay, so it's a lord's hall. So it's kind of shaped like a triangle. So that the walls narrow toward the throne, right? So you're at the wider part of the hall. And there is a double door directly behind you. There are 2 doors to either side of the throne that you imagine would normally be guarded. There's pillars along the walls that you could potentially hide behind. There are some trestle tables that have been pushed up against the walls as well.
Can I get to the door or to a hiding place within 30 feet?
Absolutely.
Of my current position?
Yeah,
okay.
You could run out the double doors behind you, directly behind you.
No, I want to go to the throne area.
Okay. That's about 60 feet away.
Okay, so I'll need to find a hiding spot halfway down.
Yeah. So like behind a pillar or one of the folded up trestle God, I can say planar portal, but I can't say trestle table.
So technically I can't use the hide action because that's a full action for me.
Yeah.
So I'll try to get total cover and just hope they didn't see which way I went. I don't know how well you can see through a wall of thorns.
Okay. Keyboard is not.
I'd love to chat more with this guy, but he's apparently not interested.
What do you want to say? You can say stuff as you're running.
No, I'm trying to hide.
Okay, that's fair. We lost Chester.
Yeah, Sako had to go at some point. We might get her back, but we'll just plow forward.
Well, it's good that he dropped that Chester dropped the rope.
I guess so. Yeah,
we can do a little Chester side action later. All right, Matthias, you leap for the dagger, and
Did you
grab
do Laurel?
it.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I should do Laurel. I forgot all about Laurel. Laurel, you're up in the storm, being battered and lashed by wind and rain.
Mm-hmm.
So you hear arrows whistle past you, but like they're just like shooting into the blindly. And I need you to make. Let me pull up your character sheet here. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. So you roll a d20 and add 1 to it because you have +1 bonus.
Did they take the dice away on D&D Beyond again?
No. I don't know if you're on mobile or desktop.
Oh, I have. You know what? I'll just use.
You might have to go into your settings because there's a thing that can get clicked off. It says digital dice.
Okay. I'm making my roll, you bastards. Would you say I get to add it to? Just
+1. +1.
Oh, I got a 10.
Okay.
I got a 9. +1 is 10.
10. Okay. So yeah, the wind is that you're up in the storm cloud and you're just getting thrown around, and it's becoming too much, and you need to drop out of the storm. Unfortunately,
it's okay. But it's a centralized storm, right? Can I fly to a tree outside of the storm's range, but kind of hide up in the branches?
Yeah, the storm is actually covering this it's centralized over the castle, but it's in probably I would say maybe a mile out radius, so you'd have to fly pretty far away to get out from.
Okay. But is there some cover, trees or something?
You could fly through a window. There's that kind of stuff. There's ballistas and stuff. There's barrels stacked up, whatever, crates you could, All
right, I'm gonna try flying through a window, just doing what I can.
Okay.
See what that works. What do I need to roll for that? Anything?
No, you got it. I got it. I'm gonna do some wacky random. Where do you end up rolling here?
Is there a bell tower? Do they have those at castles?
I don't know. Sure, why not? There's bats in it, in the belfry.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, you fly through a window, and you see Sobek casting spells. Oh no, wait. Okay, so you see Sobek. As you fly through the window, you see Sobek's back, and he's holding up his staff, and there's this little Weasley-looking man with sallow, sort of green-tinged skin. He's bald with large, sort of large, almost the protruding eyes. and this really sickly grin on his face, and he's lobbing a lightning bolt spell at as you fly into lightning bolt at Sobek, and Sobek dispels it.
Oh wow.
So it kind of just shatters against his staff as he mutters a spell, counter spell, and it's all very traumatic.
Can I throw a spell in there, or am I just reacting?
This is your turn is flying in through the window. So this is what
Okay,
we'll see
cool.
as you enter.
I'll wait.
And then we'll do
Gotcha.
initiatives
Gotcha.
after we're done with Matthias.
Matthias has the dagger now, right?
Yes.
Okay. He's going to cast protection from evil on himself.
Okay.
And then he's going to toss the dagger into his bag of holding.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't blow up.
Oh no, there was a whole Whoville inside that dagger. Kaboom.
Okay.
Does Olodumare tell him not to?
No.
Okay.
No.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Go for it.
This will be fun.
maybe you get the sense maybe Olodumare guided you. May have even been responsible for splitting your party up so that you would end up here getting the dagger. You don't know. It seems like the kind of thing your trickster god would do.
Possible.
Okay. So what does she do?
Wait a minute. Given that Revan was so surprised at my arrival, maybe that is exactly what happened.
Look at Styx being all religious and stuff. Getting with
Well,
the
of course,
religiosity.
Styx isn't there. Styx would assume your god's up to no good if he even thought about it.
Okay. Malphasia mutters something in a dark and ancient broken language that sends chills up and down your spine, and these tendrils of dark energy erupt from the canopy of the bed and out from underneath it and start swatting at you. And make a strength saving throw.
Is there any chance her protection protects her from this?
That's a good question. I don't. Let me double check.
It's disadvantage on attack rolls. Can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Oh, that's it. I thought maybe it was deters them from attacking you. But that's something else.
Just a straight up strength check.
Yes.
That is I can do math, 15.
15. Okay. Thanks to your gauntlets, you're able to muscle your way out as the tendrils try to grapple you. You just push your way through and jump off the bed, all dramatic, you're this scrawny guy and you're your tendrils mean nothing to me. Styx, you're hiding, and go ahead.
Oh, you're about to tell me if the guy comes after me or not.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think we ever rolled initiative, so why don't we do that real quick?
Okay. Woohoo! 5.
Okay. Is that all day?
Yeah, let's see how Roz does. He got an 18.
Okay. So that complicates things. So it'll be Roz, Lord Revan, then you.
So I whisper, "Go find Chester," and I point towards the door that I'm headed to, but he can get out.
Okay.
Before I can.
Yeah, so your Roz bolts toward the door, but one of the doors behind the throne. And the vampires. What does he do? Save that.
If you say kill my dog, we're gonna have some words.
Not again. Let's see. Here we go. This mist, you're like hiding behind this table, and you see this mist start to uncurl from around the thorns, and as this mist kind of rolls out between all the different cracks and crevices, it slowly forms back into a solid person in a sword ribbon. And he casts about and looks for you. Let's see. Did you make a stealth roll?
I didn't. Yeah.
Go ahead and make a stealth roll.
That's a 10.
Okay.
I should have cast Pass Without Trace on myself before we came here. Darn it.
It says, I can smell you. My master wants a word. My master would like to speak with you. I think I shall oblige him. And he starts walking very purposefully and slowly towards you. And that thing that really powerful, evil guys in horror movies do, where they're in no hurry.
So am I going to be able to bolt before he...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his action, mostly it was his action was turning into mist and forming solid and looking for him.
Cool. That's a cool move. I'm going to hit him with the Wand of Web, so he has to make a 15 dex saving throw.
Okay. Let's look. He, like, to one side, like in a blur, and the web hits the thorns and just makes the wall of thorns and makes a sticky mess. But yeah, he just sort of like is a blur and just steps to one side.
Okay, so I will run to the door. I can't get through it, but I'm at it.
Okay.
And I don't think I have any bonus actions. Oh, I cast Shillelagh on my staff.
Okay. We'll come back to Katarina, who stepped out. Matthias.
It's probably a really bad idea, but Matthias is going to kind of cringe and point his wand of wonder
For it.
at Matthias,
Yes.
or at Malphasia. And let's see what happens. Let's see, 86. Leaves grow out of her.
Gross.
Says, leaves grow from the target. If you chose a point in space as a target, leaves sprout from the creature nearest to that point. Unless they are picked off, the leaves turn brown and fall off after 24 hours. Doesn't say anything else. So I guess you choose.
Super irritating.
Well, I imagine the shock must be hang on a second.
And it could have been more helpful. Could have been worse.
Let's make a
Yeah, you could have summoned an elephant in this bedroom.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
What kind of save should we make here? There's no like save versus horror. Let's make it a wisdom save. And she takes a turn basically to like look in horror as like leaves and like she suddenly becomes a bush. like leaves grow out of her flesh. It does not painful.
Is she running uphill? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. So sorry.
The wrong bush. And yeah, like literally, like
She's a hate bush.
Nice.
She's on fire. A girl on fire. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know.
he's also moving towards the door
okay.
if he can, unless she's like standing in front of it.
No, she's not. She's yeah. So you can start bolting toward the door. She stands there like freaked out. It's not painful. It doesn't look painful. It's just weird as hell.
Yeah.
I think anyone that would just like, I just can't imagine anyone be like, yeah, okay, this is happening.
I'd be upset.
All right, Katarina. Let's see. Let's roll some initiatives for
Yes.
this wizard and yourself and Sobek.
Yay! Finally, I got a 19 plus my initiative. What is it? We don't know. We're still looking. Oh, got a 23.
23. Sweet. So you go first.
I charge in fearlessly, throwing my pyrotechnics. Yes?
Sure.
No?
Man. Whatever, man.
Roar! I don't know. I'm hoping it works. And let's see, pyrotechnics cast. Tell me what I do, bastards. All right. Okay. I don't know if I need to roll anything for that.
So it says an area of non-magical flame that you can see that fits within a 5-foot cube within range. You can extinguish the fire in the area. You can create fireworks or smoke. If it's fireworks, it explodes with a dazzling display of color, and the target must make a saving throw or become blinded. If it's smoke...
Yeah, I'm trying to get the evil little man blinded so he's distracted and whatever he's doing spell-wise, he can't.
Okay. Okay. So Constitution saving throw. 16. You charge in, rah! And you make the fireplace explode in a shower of fireworks. And both the Sobek and the other wizard manage to cover their faces in time so they're not blinded.
Oh, good. Hopefully a warning was shouted to them.
Okay. Let's see. Where's Sobek? Sobek says, be careful, Laurel. He's a very powerful wizard. And
thanks, Sobek. And I paced myself against the ceiling unless I can't fly anywhere. But like I think I can still fly, so my goal is to pace myself against the ceiling.
So Sobek has cast Counterspell. Doesn't have that anymore. Well, he would dimension door, but he doesn't want to leave anyone behind now. Why did none of my spells reset? Oh, there we go. Because I didn't take a long rest after the last thing. So we cast one counterspell and we'll hold for another. This guy, Mark Slain, cast lightning bolt, and he casts a wall of ice that surrounds both you and Sobek, like into basically forms a dome over both of you.
Damn it!
This guy's pulling a Keziah. This is fucked
I
up.
was going to say he was pulling a Stephen King, but yeah.
Oh, under the dome situation?
Yeah.
Totally.
All right, so we'll go back to Matthias. You're running.
Any chance Sobek could counterspell that?
I hope he can let it go. Let it go.
It was cast at a higher level than Sobek could counterspell, if I remember
Yeah,
how
I
counterspell
figured.
works.
Damn it.
So.
Well, I guess coming in guns blazing wasn't possibly my best move.
It's fine.
All right, Matthias, what you gonna do?
Think he makes it to the door.
Sure.
Is it unlocked?
Yes.
All right.
And you fumble with the knob.
Flings open the door, steps out, slams it shut behind him. Unless there's something really bad out there.
No, but you do hear. Let's see.
It's a completely different tentacled creature.
Totally different tentacle. Let's see here. Why don't you make a passive? I'll make a passive insight check or perception check for you.
Would be plus 11.
Okay, plus 11. Thank you. Oh, there you are. Let's see. No. Okay, so you hear Laurel screaming, and then you hear like a small explosion somewhere upstairs from your current location.
Oh, I'm sure that's normal.
Seems on point.
I assume there is like a lock on the door though, right?
It locks on the inside.
But it still has like a keyhole.
Yes.
So he's gonna shut the door behind himself, and he is going to take, what would he have? He's got like a candle set. Can he like quickly like break off a piece of, well, no, that wouldn't really work. He'll just take one of his lockpicks and like jam it in there like real good and trying to like bust the locking mechanism. Can you do that?
Sure. Give me a sleight of hand.
Ooh, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I've actually got a +6, so that is I can add a 14.
All right. Yeah, you like, get in there, jam it, click, 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 and then you like, okay, that's got to be good enough, and move on your way. As you're running down the hall, I'm assuming you're running toward Laurel. You don't have to. Just...
he's not going to know which way to go, but he's just going to trust intuition.
You see a set of stairs, and you run toward that.
Sounds good.
And run toward the screaming. You hear the something you assume is Malphasia slam against the door, and then curse, and then start jiggling the hand. And then you're up the stairs. So, and as you're going up the stairs, let's see. Cast 2 of those. The door explodes behind you. But you did make her waste a spell, so that's the thing, I guess. And you hear her like, I'm going to kill you, little man. Both of you.
Now he's upset.
Okay, Sticks. You're running through the door, and you find yourself in a short hallway that opens up, and it's dark. You're an elf though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't sweat it. You can see into the next room. It looks like it's a guard room. There's a rack with weapons on it, some benches to sit on, and then it's like a small antechamber, and then there's a door opposite of that room that's closed.
Is there anywhere to hide?
Sure.
Okay.
You hide behind a suit of armor.
So I go over and I open that door,
Uh-huh.
and then I hide behind the suit of armor.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
Does opening the door count as my action?
No.
Okay, so then I cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
So add 10 to this. So 30.
Dang. I don't even know if special vampire senses can get through that. No. And I rolled a 1, so he just flies right past you full of bloodlust.
I knew it was a long shot, but I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm outrunning a vampire.
He's the one vampire that has allergies.
And you're hiding so obviously behind this suit of armor, right?
God.
Like dust got in his nose as he was flying by. He's like, oh man. Oh. Can't smell anything.
My eyes. Oh, so itchy. So itchy. My eyes. Blah.
So that's it for me.
The pawn of the night.
Well met by moonlight, proud Sticks.
Okay. I don't know if this is a good spot to call it. I'm gonna have to make some notes as to what's happening.
Did Sobek and Laurel escape?
Oh no,
we're currently trapped.
You're trapped under ice.
Tune in next week to find out, will they unfreeze or will it be a Han Solo situation? Dun dun dun! Will our intrepid heroes make it alive?
Man, 2 of you have been captured. Matthias and Sticks got away?
Got away.
Matthias is following his nose to a danger zone. We'll hope he can get out of there or help us find a way.
And the evil wizard necromancer hot on his heels.
Mm-hmm.
Or will he let it go? No, I don't know. Damn it, it was so close. Then I lost the plot. These rose-tinted glasses, they're just keeping me way too far from my troubles and pain.
Well, if that's our cliffhanger, I guess likes and wishes. Did anybody have any highlights?
You haven't killed me yet for being crazy, so I'm here for it. No one wants to tape my mouth shut yet.
Oh, you're fine.
I don't. Do they have tape in this universe?
Tune in next week to find out.
You can trap Katarina's mouth in a soul gem. I don't know.
Has the Lich invented adhesive?
Or is there just a lot of gauze available?
It turns out he's not even evil. He's just really into making gadgets, and he needed a lab, and this is the weird way he went about it.
The lore behind that you were told, I think I brought it up last session, is that he became immortal, or they, it, she, no one really knows. Doesn't matter. At a certain point when you're a desiccated immortal corpse, they became a lich so that they could spend more time researching magic. So they've had 10,000 some odd years, as the lore goes, to study magic. And they're somewhere in this castle.
Which begs the question, why kidnap our friends and not just kill them?
Because we have power. The power of friendship. Friendship is magic.
All right. Will they make friends with the lich?
Or will they find the glitch in the lich and destroy him in a sitch? I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Katarina's on the goofballs.
Yes, I definitely have lost it, and the silliness is now inside. This is going. Sorry.
I enjoyed Matthias's moment with the dagger. So, I got it. Where'd it go?
Goodbye.
I did think it was pretty funny that Chester decided to let go of the rope. It's very Chester-like to do.
Oh, yes.
I was surprised.
Indeed.
It was somewhere between surprising but like right on brand. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't decide what I would have done.
What you would have done
If
you
I
were
felt the
Chester?
rope tug on me.
Oh.
I think I would have gone in anyway.
yeah, but you run headlong into trouble, and Chester has been trained as a fighter to not run headlong into trouble unless you get a plan.
Exactly.
That doesn't really seem like Chester's style, though. Chester seems like I'm gonna run headlong into trouble kind of guy.
That is true.
But you know,
What is that?
Maybe there's another mystery.
but
Why did Chester stay
Ooh.
behind?
find out next week.
Will the gang ever be together again?
No.
Will the lich ever find solace?
Maybe he just needs a really good moisturizer.
Possibly.
Oh,
Maybe he
that's what he's
just-
been working on in his lab this whole
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm.
The perfect balanced moisturizing.
If I get this formula right, I'll be able to go to parties again.
It's not too sticky, not too absorbent, but not too slippery. With a very nice aroma.
All right, wishes for next time. I do not want to get grabbed by a vampire. That's my wish.
That's a very specific wish there, eh?
I want the blood to remain in my body, untainted.
Where is your sense of adventure? I thought you were.
What if they turn out to be like those glittery Twilight vampires, though?
Right.
What if they're not evil at all? They want to go back to high school and find true romance, and have
Well, he did
have a
fly
weird creepy
directly
baby.
at me pretty fast.
Yeah, he's like,
I
"Come
wish
here,
I
give me a smooch."
Have some thorns instead, creep.
It's like, oh, not
He just
gotta work
wants to
on
be
your-
loved.
You got to work on your tactics, buddy.
He's just misunderstood. It's okay. We'll understand you. I'll give you a blanket and a snack.
Well, I thought it was all great. I thought you handled the switching between people really well. A lot of
Oh,
times
thank you.
it goes on too long for one person, but going by just one round, it's a really good way to do it.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, I kind of how would they do this in a movie or
Mhm.
a book? So probably a little slower than that, but yeah.
I do
It's good.
feel like you do a good job of round robining it.
Oh,
Honestly.
thanks. Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome. Well,
All
I
right,
know what
fam.
places are for.
Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Thank you, listener, for tuning in. Tell all your friends about us. Email is shatteredworldspod@gmail.com. And you're already a Patreon subscriber. No, that's right. I'm putting out teasers. So I should put this at the start. Yeah, I'll put one at the start. So if you made it this far, listener, you're one of us. Pat yourself on the back and get all your friends to join us as well. All right, heroes.
Say your right words.
Let's say goodbye to all our friends. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. We love you. Thank you. Bye.
Keep it rolling. The thing we say at the end of every episode.
right.
Right.
May your blood stay
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
in your
Testicle,
body.
Licorice.
testicles.
Pickles.
I like breasticles pickles. I feel like
Are we
you get a good
12?
rhyme
What's
there.
happening here? Oh my God. I haven't heard that one in ages.
I don't know. Oh, I was about to say something, but then I realized it was 90s humor, and it is now a total cringe. Oh, well.
Oh no.
It's like, wait a minute, that's not funny anymore. We're not in 1999.
Oh no. All right.
All right.
Just imagine your own 90s humor in your head, folks. Go watch Friends and get back to us.
I was trying to
No,
remember.
we had better humor.
No, I was trying to remember that guy. Hey, hickory dickory dock. I'm a misogynist and I hate women. Hey.
Oh, Andrew Dice Clay?
Yes.
Look at me. I'm a real piece of shit. Yeah.
Admit the planet porno. Oh, shoot. I have stuff in my mouth. That didn't work out. This is just Chubby Bunnies all over.